Today we're taking a look at something that could potentially change the future of hard case storage, and that is RAGAR Foam. Okay guys, so up front, I paid for everything in this video. Was not sponsored for any of this stuff. I saw this on Amazon the other day and I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna grab it, make a video about it, share it with you guys. So this is, I guess, the all-new RAGAR Foam storage system. It's square blocks of foam like you would have in any hard case, but this is a new design. They're saying it is the world's first reconfigurable and reusable foam that's ever been created. And this is something that I've been thinking about for a while over the years, thinking about hard cases and different things, is once you cut that pluck foam out, you're stuck with that shape that you chose. You can't put it back and put something else in that case without going and buying a new foam insert. With the RAGAR foam like we have in this case that I picked up on Amazon, it is totally reconfigurable. So you can put whatever you want in the case, pluck it out to that shape, and if you want to change it around or put something else in the case, you can put all the pieces back and reconfigure it however you want. So you can pick up this RAGAR foam stuff on Amazon. You can also pick it up on their website, ragar.com. They seem to be a branch of the Eylar cases that you see on Amazon, as well as their website, which is the name with .com after it. And they make a bunch of different sized hard cases similar to Pelican or Apache cases or anything like that. And the RAGAR foam seems to be an extension of their company, something new that they have come out with, which is a branch of their company. So you can buy just the foam brick insert through their website for a variety of different size cases, like these hard long cases or the square sized cases. And you can also just buy foam that comes with the case like I did with this one. This RAGAR reconfigurable foam is made from XP foam, which is just closed cell polyethylene, which is pretty much the same stuff that pool noodles are made out of, funny enough. If you take a look at the texture of it, that's pretty much what it feels like, is a pool noodle. So the stuff comes in one big sheet already pre-cut. You wind up basically taking it out in whatever shape you want, like this. And the whole goal of designing this stuff, they say, is to reduce waste, of course, because you don't have to throw it away like you would with the pluck foam. Although now I have like a giant box full of these RAGAR foam pieces. But basically, you can just reconfigure it however you want, rebuild a whole new chunk to store something else with if you wanted to do that as well. Pretty nice idea, something that I've thought about before, but never like this. There is one downside to this particular design that I have noticed, but beyond that, so far it seems to be doing pretty well. The only downside to this foam really is the fact that because of the interlocking pieces, you do have some space around the outside of your items that you would not have if you just had the cut pluck foam, because that would allow you to cut, exactly the size that you needed. This gives you a little bit of lost space, if you will, around the outside of whatever you're putting in your cases. But the idea of taking something and making the shape for it in the case and being able to totally reconfigure it with just a couple of pieces is something that's really nice, I think. So other than that downside of having a little bit of extra space around here, holds your stuff pretty securely, not a whole lot of wiggle at all. And the nice thing about this, like kind of the whole point of this video, is this could potentially change the future of hard case storage, because they do offer this for like camera cases and stuff as well. If I want to go ahead, take this totally out of the case and put a totally different sized item in here, all you gotta do is go ahead and pop the chunks of foam right back in, and you're reset and ready to put something else in this case, which is really cool because in just a quick amount of time you can change what you're using the case for, which I think is something that's really great to have versatility wise, especially when these cases are not the cheapest. The main part, talking about this new foam that I think is kind of cool, but while we're at it, figure we talk about the case it comes in as well too. This is a Eylar 53-inch hard case from Amazon. This is the #1 seller right now on Amazon in rifle cases, which is part of the reason I wound up picking it up. Was I was looking at something totally different as far as storage cases. I was trying to find different options, and this one popped up and it had that foam in there. So that's why I went with this, because it had the reusable foam. Now, like I said, the RAGAR seems to be a branch of the Eylar cases. You can get these cases with or without the foam insert in them. It does add a little bit to the price. Paid $220 for this case with the foam insert, and they do make other sizes of this case as well. This is the 53-inch, which is the largest they make. They also make a 38, a 44, and a 48, as well as a couple other sizes, and then they also make other size cases as well for different things. This is the largest one they make. The external dimensions are 53 long by 16 wide by 6.12 in thickness. Then of course the internal dimensions of that are 50.5 by 13.5 by 5.25. Total weight of this case, empty with the foam insert, is 24.2 pounds. So it's a little bit hefty. Has wheels on the bottom, handles on both ends, and a handle on the front. Also has a pressure release valve, and it comes pre-drilled and reinforced for locks on both ends, which is part of the reason I got this, is because these other cases, you know, they're fine. They're cheap for the most part, and they do the job at storing your items, but it's a little bit harder to keep stuff locked up with these kind of cases. So this other case, you know, it's got the reinforced spots, have locks on it, so if you want to travel or anything with your items, pop a couple padlocks in there and you're good to go. This case has a rubber seal in it, pressure release valve, IP67 waterproof, rated to be submerged up to 1 meter for protection from that. It's got 3 layers of foam in it, the eggshell on the lid, and then it's got the RAGAR layer for your custom insert designing for whatever you want. Then it's got another layer of soft foam in the bottom to kind of build up that extra thickness. But if you got another layer of RAGAR and put it down on the bottom, you'd be able to store a lot more in this case underneath of the original top layer. Like I said, I paid about $220 for this case with the RAGAR layer. Eylar also makes similar cases like this without the RAGAR layer in them, and price-wise, it's about $150, $200 depending on the case you get. So your RAGAR layer does add, for some of the cases, between $40 and $50 to the price of the actual case without that foam in it. So a little bit pricey when you're looking at prices like that. You're starting to push up into the range of like a Pelican Vault case or something like that. So that would be something you would have to consider if you're looking at something like this, is do you want to spend it on one of these cases, or do you want to go with a Pelican or Seahorse or one of the other brand names that are out there as well? I would say so far I'm enjoying this case. It's working really well, and quality wise it seems to be a step up from the Harbor Freight cases. It's basically pretty much the same mold, same handles, same style locks, same kind of wheels and vent system, but the machining and finish on it, other than a few spots like you would typically have with these plastic cases, seems to be a notch up from the Harbor Freight. And honestly, it is a little bit more expensive than the Harbor Freight case, so I would expect it to be a little bit higher quality. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, taking a look at something new, something cool that I think I found, that I think is neat, and I wanted to share with you guys, just so y'all can check it out if you're interested. It does give you more flexibility than your traditional pluck foam, because it's reusable, which is one great thing about it. Once again, not sponsored, haven't talked to anyone from the case or the foam company. I saw this, paid for it, decided I wanted to make a video about it because I thought it was cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button 2025 style if you're into that sort of thing, and share this video with a friend. I'll leave links for everything for you guys in the description down below. That's all for this one. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.